Okay. Yeah, welcome everybody to Uniswap Community Call 7. This week on the agenda, we again have a project building on top of Uniswap. They will present what they're doing. They're called Multiple Finance. And after that, we'll discuss the Uniswap itself. So, yeah, as the agenda says in the announcements, it's almost a year since the launch of Unitoken. And we'll discuss, do we like where the project is headed? And also somebody suggested that maybe Uniswap team or maybe a governance should consider launching something like SOX. And yeah, we can do some brainstorming about that idea. But first things first, we have, I believe, CTO of the Multiple Finance here. Let me just check. But he'll introduce himself. Yes, CTO Tony. He will present Multiple Finance, what they're doing, how are they doing it, and yeah, listen carefully. If you'll have any questions, you can write in the text chat, and if you want to get on stage, you are free to do so. Just raise your hand and I'll add you. But Tony, if you're here, take it away and present your project.
Yeah, sure. So thank you. Hello, community. I really appreciate the opportunity for me to present our current solution to the liquidity solution. And I feel very excited. So we are originally in the video game development team dedicated to make AAA games on consoles and mobiles from 1997. Since 2007, we have started a new journey to the blockchain world. We have made a lot of decentralized products since then to the community, including the wallets, exchange, games, and also various of DeFi protocols. One of our largest contribution is EIP 2917, which is the staking reward calculation proposal that have been approved by the ERC community. We have also participated in some well-known DeFi protocols among different chains. For instance, BurgerSwap on Binance Smart Chain. In BurgerSwap, we helped the entire BurgerSwap's smart contract design and implementation. And also, we have participated in the Clover Finance on Polkadot substrate, in which we have contributed on the design and implementations of the developer incentivized program. So the objective of our team is dedicating ourselves to always reach the most recent technology and research, making them a user-friendly product to the market, making more and more normal users could benefit from it. So multiple protocol is our next station, and that is going to help the advantages of the concentrated liquidity to spread to the DeFi world. And now I'm gonna present on what is multiple protocol and how does it works. As the release of the Uniswap V3 on the mainnet, we feel that the giant microtrends are happening through over the DeFi world, which is because of the concentrated liquidity algorithm that Uniswap V3 invented. We can tell that the algorithm is going to lead the way to all other decentralized exchanges as well. And we also believe that the most of the liquidities on the market will eventually flow into concentrated liquidity pools, simply because of its high liquidity efficiency compared to the traditional Uniswap V2. At the same time, it raises both opportunities and challenges. The opportunities are very straightforward. It earns more transaction fees because the provided capitals are concentrated to the current price. And the challenges are, since the concentrated liquidity algorithm requires much more factors and or inputs into the calculation, and it makes the ordinary investor getting harder and harder on making investment decisions. And as the professional traders with better financial background coming to this field, the gap between the normal users and professional traders are going to be wider and wider. So multiple protocol is a platform aiming to fill the gap by matching liquidities from the normal users and the top investment strategies from professional traders. We have created a unique algorithm and tokenomics to incentivize professional traders to keep optimizing their strategy to get better profit. So the biggest differences between our multiple protocol and other automatic liquidity providing protocol is instead of providing all the benefits for liquidity providers, we are dedicated on serving those professional traders. Instead, letting LP to decide where to put money in, our public votes uses on-chain calculation to decide how capitals are allocated to those professional traders, which we call that proof of profitability. So it is essentially a sharp like a score calculation system on history trading performances. If you are interested, I will share some detailed documentation later.
Yes, feel free to share any documentation in August 11th com call. Sorry for interrupting. So just post anything relevant there.
Okay, yeah, sure. I will definitely do that after the talk. Okay, so where we? Oh, yeah. So talking about the public votes, we also provide the private vote that LPs can choose which GP to manage their capital. It is similar to Enzyme protocol, the one previously known as Melon protocol. The reason why we are designing our protocol like this is because we want those professional traders to compete each other to always keep developing better strategies for providing concentrated liquidity. So to help those professional traders onboarding to build strategies on Uniswap 3, we have carefully designed our protocols on helping them on many aspects. First, we help the GP on raising the funds from both public and private votes. Second, we have also built a graph node to easily fetching all the cleared data from Uniswap v3. We built Node.js library to help professional traders to integrate their strategy to connect with multiple smart contracts. And we designed 50% of all the platform tokens are distributed to incentivize the top strategy builders. The higher performance you have, more capital will be allocated under your management. Also, all the capitals on the multiple platform are collateral free for those professional traders. So Aside from those benefits, let's talking a bit about the risk management in the multiple protocol. For the risk management, we have designed a system similar to Compound or RB's liquidator, which means if a strategy's impermanent loss on multiple platform reaches the stop loss line, anyone can stop the strategy from future impermanent loss. And the guy will be rewarded part of the transaction fee the strategy received. So when talking about the impermanent loss, we designed the active hedging system that requires professional traders to actively hedge their impermanent loss from the other places, like centralized exchanges. We are right now released a multiple playground, which is Ethereum-based testnet with Uniswap v3 smart contract deployed and multiple smart contract deployed. And we have fully synchronized the Uniswap v3's transaction data to the multiple testnet for those professional traders being able to build their strategy and test the performance before they actually running on the mainnet instead. And I'm gonna share you some documentation about how multiple playground works after the talk. We have the plan to release our first mainnet build on the end of this month, with all the smart contracts have been fully audited by Certic. So for the next step, we plan to release a new strategy on multiple platforms to support Uniswap v3's liquidity mining protocol, which means the liquidity providers and professional traders are gonna receive an extra uni while participating on the multiple protocol. And we also plan to build a layer 1 to layer 2 bridge to help those professional traders and are able to deploy their strategy on layer 2 with capitals from layer 1. Yeah, I think that that's pretty much everything about our project. And if everyone have any questions, that I will be really happy to answer.
Yes, thank you for presentation. I have a couple of questions. So, if I understood correctly, as a user, you deposit your funds to a pool, and then those funds are split between different professional traders that know how to set up the strategy for liquidity providing. Or I'm mistaken. Can you just explain how an end user would use your protocol? I didn't quite understand that part.
Yeah, okay. So actually, you're right. You just described the exactly workflow, how multiple works. So basically, as a normal user, he deposits his capital into public vaults, and then those vaults are being calculated based on each professional trader's trading performance, and then those capitals are being managed by many professional traders. So the advantage of this approach is by distributing your capital to different people, you have less opportunities to lose money. And then since our protocols are incentivize those professional traders to compete each other, angel capital are always going to have the higher profit based on those recently updated strategies.
Okay, so yeah, I understood it correctly. And let's say I'm a professional trader, which I'm not. Uh, how do I get traction? For example, your protocol is live for a year, let's say, and there are really some strategies that are effective. And I create mine, but how would my strategy get recognized as a good one if I don't have, uh, any big data, uh, previous results? If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I totally understood what you're saying. That's actually a very good question. It's related about we call that proof of the profitability calculation. So basically, a strategy has okay. So basically, the most recent strategies have the higher scores on calculating the proof of the profitability. It's because we want the strategies always to be updated. So, for instance, let's say if you have a really good performance strategy in a year ago, and now the strategy are not performs very good at this moment. So the score of this strategy are getting less and less. I mean, the accumulated scores are getting less and less. So the recent strategies who has a higher performance, so will having a better score, adding to calculate the proof of the profitability. Another factor affecting the profitability proof of the profitability is how your strategy against when the market volatilities gets higher. So we combines each factors all together to generate a score system to calculate how it's actually an estimation on how your capital should allocate to different traders.
Okay, so yeah, based on the score, that answers my question. Another question I have: so, as a professional trader, how much access do I have to the funds that are given to me? Can I just shuffle it in Uniswap, add it, and move it as a liquidity, or I have full access to funds that are given to my disposal, or the strategy itself manages everything, and I just manage the strategy?
Yeah, actually, so currently the only thing a professional trader can do is to providing liquidities on the giving trading pairs on Uniswap V3. So later we're gonna adding more supports to other concentrated liquidity protocol, maybe. Yeah, but firstly, are we gonna dedicate it to support Uniswap V3?
Okay, yeah. And do you have any users? I know you said that launch on the mainnet didn't happen yet, but do you have any professional traders in queue that are testing out the product?
Yeah, currently we have above 100 professional traders are testing their strategies on our playground. So playground is basically a test net that we have synchronized all the transaction history from Uniswap V3 to the test net. So the test net's objective is gonna to help those people who wants to test to build and test the strategies for the Uniswap V3, so I can share all the detailed information about the multiple test nets after the talk.
Okay, yeah, and one last question from me is what will be the name of the token and what's its utility at the end? You said that the best traders will receive this token, and for what else will it be used?
Okay. So our platform token called MUL, MUL. So the utilities of our tokens are, I think we have the three user cases for the platform token. First one is we have the percentage of the transaction fees revenue are going to distribute it to the token holders. And the second one is you can stake the platform token to do the DAO, so the decentralized governance. It's because in our protocol we have a lot of parameters you can tune the governance, for instance, and how do we distribute the revenue? How many percentage to the LPs and how many percentage to professional traders? And the last, the utility of our token is so the tokens are going a part of the revenue generated on the platform are going to buy back and burn the tokens. Oh yeah. One important thing I have missed, which is our platform token are going to purchase the GP work permit, which is a certificate that for you to start working on the as professional traders on multiple platforms. So basically speaking, you need to spend a certain amount of our platform token to start work with as a professional trader.
Okay, yeah, and the token will be a star ERC 20 tokens on Ethereum, or do you plan to launch it somewhere else?
Yeah, the token is going to be launched on Ethereum as the ERC20 based token. The work permit is the NFT token. So basically, the NFT token records on all of your performance, working performance. We call that proof of profitability.
Okay, if anybody has any other questions, I think with me answering multiple questions now I have a better idea. And I like this part that professional traders can set up a strategy and then based on their performance they are rewarded. That certainly can be interesting for some people if they're good at setting up strategies. Okay, I see we have YJ joining the stage. Do you have maybe some questions for Tony? No, that would be all. Thank you for presenting your project. You said
sorry,
Oh,
guys.
you were muted.
I was talking. I forgot to do the push to talk thing. I was gonna say, I have one question about the expert trader thing. From white paper, it says that they're called GPs, and as they can, when they prove their profitability, then they can get access to more and more of the fund to run the trade. But how much of the fund do they themselves need to stake? As in how much skin in the game do they need to put in for them to gain access to those funds to use to apply their trading strategies? That's something that I'm not very sure about. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So our protocol is collateral free capitals to use. So basically, the only thing he need to prove is their history trading performance. So we don't ask anything to stake.
In that case, wouldn't there be a risk where, if two professional traders, let's say with historically good performance, are able to start gaining access to the funds, and they always just take opposite trades, one is going to win, one is going to lose, and then eventually one of them can just do a massive trade in one direction and then take the profit on the other, and kind of a mini rug pull, if you will. How would the protocol protect against that?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Okay, so basically, the only action the professional trader can do is provide liquidities on Uniswap v3, so he's not able to do any swaps. So by providing liquidities, so basically, you are not able to control the price. So, and then, so we have the guy on the platform, we call that strategy manager, and he's been able to monitor all the strategies and then to detect. So if one strategy's impermanent loss is reaching the stop loss line, and then he can stop this strategy and to get back all the funds.
Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Thanks for answering.
Yeah, thank you for asking.
Okay, yeah. YJ, I always call him YG. YJ, always with the interesting questions. I didn't think about that. That's an interesting idea. Yeah, I think that would be all. Thank you, Tony, for presenting your project. We wish you luck with the mainnet launch. And if you have any updates, feel free just to share them here, either in chats or tag me or send me in private, and I will share it. And yeah, thanks again for making some time to join our community call.
Yeah, thank you. I will definitely update all of the progress of our project. And then I will invite you or someone else's who are interested as the professional trader when our mainnet launches.
Okay, don't forget to share all the resources that you think are valuable to our text chats so people can follow you. Feel free to share your Discord server. We are not against that. Projects here joining our community call. So that would be all. And see you around.
Yeah, see you. Thank you very much. I'm sharing all the documentations.
Okay, sounds good.